Hey everyone, this is Joe Sorrentino with the Garden State Cornhole Alliance. We're bringing you the Commish's Corner. We're going to do a recap of regional number one. How we doing, Jay Buchanan?
Hey, what's going on, Joe?
Not much, man. Just excited to bring these results and get to show everyone that last tournament we did. It was a great one. What'd you think about it?
I thought it was great kicking off the 25-26 season. It's going to be an awesome ACL season for New Jersey. Uh, Garden State Cornhole Alliance really brought it. Um, Set up in Woodbridge.
Great venue.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, really, really cool spot. Nice centralized location. Excited about this weekend coming up in
Randolph, New Jersey.
Randolph for the Cat Bash. That's
We're
going to
gonna
be awesome.
we already got so many good teams signed up. Guys, please send me your team announcements. We're gonna start posting those tomorrow.
There you go. All right, so let's go. Let's take a look at the recap from regional number one in Woodbridge.
We're gonna start with those lower tiers and just give these guys a shout out. In your tier three. Not bad, guys. 6.5 was the average PPR through almost 3,000 rounds. Um, Pretty good shooters. Look at the numbers we had.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
32 in the singles, 21 doubles teams. Let's keep that energy going. And the one thing I want to bring up, Jay, these tiers are going to they will fix themselves. Some people don't know what tier to get in, and as the season goes on and CPIs are built, we will have a better judge of where everyone belongs.
So what? Give us a quick rundown on CPI. I don't want to put you on the spot. I mean, I know it's kind of like a little bit of a mystery to some people.
Sure. Well, the CPI is a cornhole performance indicator, and what this basically means is all the games you play, your wins, your losses, your close wins, your close losses, everything is brought in. Your PPR, your DPR, your four bagger percentages, and it creates your rank. And CPI is a new feature. It will be used going forward, and it will get better with time because it takes about 100 games to give you an accurate CPI.
So if you have less than 100 games ACL, then you don't have a CPI established yet.
No, some people don't have one, especially if they just signed up, if they only played a few. Not everyone plays all the locals we do at FCO and at Fun Bags
Mhm.
and up with Scott at Bergen County. As we play more, we will get more, and we're always looking for directors. If you want to run locals, please reach out. I will get you started.
There you go. And once you do have a CPI, does that limit the tiers that you can register for?
It does. So wherever your CPI is, um, there's going to be a range for tier four, which is intermediate, tier three, which is competitive,
Hmm.
tier two, advanced, and obviously tier one's that open. And each one has a range of CPI levels. If you're signed up for the Cat Bash, you could see it in registration.
So you can play up, but you can't play down.
Always could play up, but
Okay.
you cannot play down. There's a way to make it fair to avoid that sandbagging. And like I said, once everyone has a CPI, it's going to be awesome to see.
There you go. All right. So tier three, this was, I guess, the intermediate level,
Yes.
intermediate and some competitive players.
Intermediate and some guys I felt could have played up to that competitive level. Um, However, like I said, it's going to take some time, and we did have a lot of slugfest. We had a lot of great bags,
Right.
and Jay's going to show you the winners of the tier three singles right now.
All right. There we go. So tier three, we had 32 shooters in singles, and it boiled down to first place was Tony Espo from FCO.
Great shooter.
Yeah.
He's definitely a strong guy, and actually he got beat. A lot of people thought he was the favorite, but he ended up losing, and he had to come back and double dip at the end.
There you go. Okay. So he took first, and Rick Kimmick took second place.
And Bill Dempcher took third. These two guys, they play a lot at Winfield Park, and I believe Hunterdon County. These two guys are both strong. Actually, they're teammates. It's fun to see a teammate finish second and third.
Yeah.
And I know they're coming for the gold if they show up at the Cap Ash.
All right. All right. So there's your singles. For doubles, we had 21 teams and some familiar faces there in the first place. Tony Espo again with Rob Tafaro, a couple of FCO shooters.
They
They,
sh-
they
they
took
sh-
a little slack.
they did and honestly,
Yeah.
it's okay. I the first regional, you can go where your CPI allows you,
Yeah.
but we will be adjusting that going forward. And again, it's not like they walked through.
Right.
These teams gave them some tough games they had struggles. I watched a few of their games, but second and third place teams really rose up to the occasion and they played well as anybody. Second place, Dan Branco and Rob DeMelo, they did a great job. Branco's been coming for the last 3 years. He's been improving, getting better. And then you got the Fun Bags team right here. These ladies did an amazing job.
Yeah, Katie and Rebecca.
Yeah, no, they keep it up. And like I said, these tiers will work out, and it's only going to get better from here.
All right, so then we move up to tier 2, which is basically what used to be competitive, right?
Well, you know what? In this tournament, we only did 3 tiers because I was worried about the numbers. It was our first event. In bigger tournaments, I'm going to throw in tier 4.
Right,
So actually, tier 2 at the Cat Bash will be advanced, which some of these guys will be shooting in advance because that's where they belong.
right. Now you notice here the average PPR of this tier 7.4.
About a point over.
Yeah, I mean it was 6.5 for tier 3 in our first regional. So if you are somebody who's in that no man's land and you're not sure where you should register, let that be your guiding light. If you regularly shoot low sevens, you'll probably do better competing in with these guys here,
Absolutely.
which would be tier 3 for a cat bash, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And if you really look at the number, 46% bags in, I believe it was 35% the other one. So it looks like this tier is a full length ahead of
Okay.
the other tier, which, and that's why we don't want people playing down. Payouts are lower in lower divisions for a reason. Those are to get people better and to move up when they are ready and competitive enough to
Right.
take on that challenge.
Yep. And if you have a big game, go for the big money.
Absolutely.
You should, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So tier 2, 35 shooters in singles, 17 teams in doubles. Yeah, the singles winner, Ryan McGee. Again, Ryan, Central New Jersey Cornhole.
Newest owner of CNJ with Jen Trace. They've been on fire over at that
Oh,
club
yeah.
doing good things. I like
Good
it.
stuff. Also shoots FCO. Everybody knows Ryan.
Everyone knows Ryan.
Yeah.
But he's a hell of a shooter, man, and we love him coming, showing up. He actually came that morning and helped us hump boards. So Ryan, we always appreciate you. But I'll tell you right now, second place, Paul. Paul gave him a run. Paul was bagging through that tournament, and honestly, he had chances to beat McGee. McGee earned the victory, but he was fighting off a lot of people throughout that tournament.
Okay. And third place, Eric Larson.
What a great guy he is,
Yeah.
man. Great shooter, great guy. We always love hosting him at our tournaments. Larson, we appreciate you. Hell of a run.
Congrats to you 3. All right. In doubles, I think I said, what was there, 17 teams?
17 teams. Yep.
34 shooters. And first place, John Weber and Marcelo.
Those are some of our guys. I'm sorry to be biased, but we do got to give the shout out. We love you guys. They had a hell of a run. And actually, that team was a last minute team. John came to help us with the event. Marcelo's partner had pneumonia. And last minute, they're like, "Do you want to make a run?" They're like, "Sure." And they took it to the house.
Yeah.
They took it to the house, but it was fun to watch these young bucks.
Oh,
Hunterdon County's finest.
sure. Everybody knows Liam, Crocs Jr., they call him.
Uh-huh. And Chase been coming out of the woodwork. He played a little bit last year. These guys, I'm telling you, they had them on their heels. They were making them sweat.
Yeah.
And those young dudes, I can't wait to see them at the Cat Bash.
And then over in third place, we got some old dudes.
Definitely some old dudes, but there are guys as well. I heard FCO did a good job, but I guess we work hard over here when we have our Tuesday nights.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, Foreman. Let's go, Eric.
All
Good
right.
job, guys.
Good job, guys. All right. So now we move over to tier number 1.
Is this the big dogs?
These are the big dogs. Look at the average PPR again, over a point higher.
Wow.
8.6 average.
But it shows you it's perfect. They're
Yeah.
all a level above. Look at how many rounds. Over 5,600 rounds were thrown in Woodbridge during singles.
And 14 ACL pros. Let's go. I mean,
That's awesome.
When you look at the pictures, you're going to see that, all the pros wound up in the top spots, which is where you would expect they would be. But it's not like they all just breezed right in there. They had some challenges. So let's look at singles. First place in singles, New Jersey stalwart Jimmy Humans. He's been playing here for
he's
11 years. I don't know, something like that.
He's the guy until you take it from him. He's the guy. He did win our state championships last year. He's been on national television. Jimmy Humans is a hell of a shooter. He had a hell of a run. We'll look at that in the brackets. But Jimmy, congrats to you the way to kick off your season.
Yes,
We'll see you
sir.
at the Cat Bash.
Nobody knows if your jersey is gold or lime green, but we do know that you took first place.
Yes, he did.
Second place went to another ACL pro, Navarro Dip, who had a hell of a run. We're going to get to that in a second. Third place, another ACL pro, Braden Barry. Great kid. He was on the live stream a little bit. So was Navarro, I think, for a split
Yeah,
second. And Peyton, fourth place. You can't take anything away from any of these three shooters. It could have went any way
absolutely.
here.
But Jimmy did run through all three of them. And one thing on New Jersey, hear me out. I got second, third, and fourth place out of state. I want to see some New Jersey podiums at the Cat Bash. Let's get it, NJ.
All right. Now let's take a look at tier one singles. The taking a look at the brackets.
So that's Jimmy Human's quad of the bracket right there.
Yes, sir.
He had a hell of a run.
You had Dougie Brown ran across winners in this
Oh,
corner.
wow, yeah. And he actually ended up facing Jimmy.
Facing-
Rod Jara got pretty deep. Look at him. Winning two big games and then falling short to Jimmy Humans. Rod had a hot season last year, and I'm expecting another one this season.
So Jimmy was one of the quarterfinalists. On the other side of the winners here, you had Braden Barry just kind of made his way across. He beat Smoot. He beat Push Mower Darren Parker.
And Bo Graff.
Bo Graff
Top
knocked him
100
off.
pro right there.
And then you had Evan.
And then he took out Evan, another pro.
Yeah.
Braden Barry made a statement
Yeah.
at this tournament. And in this quad, Evan did a great job. He's a solid player
sure.
from Connecticut. Well done to you, sir.
And down here you have Nick Leeper just running. I mean,
He had a good run
kicked
until he
some
ran
ass.
into Peyton Haynes.
And-
Nick, hell of a run, man. You'll get it back.
Peyton worked her way across again.
Beating Frank Verona.
Yeah.
She had a good run as well.
And then this corner here is probably the most interesting, right? You got Navarro Dip, takes his way all the way across. You got
Sean Nicewinner had a nice little run, man. Winning a few matches.
Absolutely.
Falling short to Dip.
Yep. And then on the other half there, you got Ant Ambrosio coming out from Long Island. Always great to see Ant and Jeffrey G and Robin and all the folks
Solid
that
crew.
come down.
Solid crew of Long Island.
Yeah.
And honestly, we can't forget about Chris Wagner. I mean, look what he did. Tom Dickinson, one of our top players.
Right.
He's another Connecticut guy, and he went on a tear, and Anthony beat him. That was a well-earned W.
You'll see Chris with Evan in doubles when we get to that next. Yep. So Jimmy got knocked off by Navarro Dip in the semis. And Braden took care of Peyton in the semis. And then they faced off, and Navarro Dip took the king seat.
And look at that game, 21-20.
21-20.
Some people said that was the game of the day.
And then you had Jimmy Humans. He was fifth place, and just worked his way across fifth place.
He had a good run. He had a good little gauntlet run. It started with
He beat Chris
Wagner.
He beat Peyton, and then he beat Braden Barry.
And then I believe he double dipped.
And then he double dipped
Navarro
the
dip.
championship.
Sorry about not putting ice cream cones on the doubles, Navarro. I apologize. That was actually just an error on my end.
All right, so
can we just take a quick look? I want to show everyone Trevor West on the bottom left. This young kid, he's been coming to our events, but he made a run right about there. If you go down a little bit more, right here, Trevor West takes out in Court 13, match 68. He takes out Hugo, Austin Garrison, Levi, Bo Graff. And then he takes Dougie Brown out. And then he falls short to a really, 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 really good player in Mike Rosen, who made a hell of a run himself. And the last thing I want to bring attention to is right here. I'm calling this upset of the day. Jay's about to zoom in. Stephen Pepsi Kid Caldwell taking out Frank Verona. Upset of the day, possibly of the season, with a 30-16.
30-6.
We had so many good games, so much good competition. This bracket had 64 people. Let's fill it again, guys.
Yeah, let's go.
Champ Jimmy Humans.
All right, so now we're going to come back to the slides here. And give me just a second. There we go. So this is the stats for singles. And you got Braden Barry sitting on top.
Ryan Bayou, number 2. He had a great run. Just didn't get as far as he could have, but
Yep.
he's a skilled shooter from the South.
Humans, Bo Groff, Jason Ungst,
Jason, hell of a run, my man.
who didn't place, but he
Leading in those stats,
yeah,
man. He's number
that's
5.
great stuff. So keep it up, everybody. All right, now let's move on to doubles. Oh, actually, this is players to watch for singles.
These are just some of the guys we were talking. We looked through the brackets, and you got to give credit where it's due. Jimmy Humans, 9-1 with the double dip.
Mm,
You can't take it away from him right now. He is the top dog in New Jersey, and if he wins again at the Cat Bash, he stays there. Whoever wants it, you got to come take him out.
there you go.
Want to do next one?
Sure. All right. So now we get to doubles. And in doubles, how many teams was it again?
We had, I think it was 37 teams.
Okay.
Yeah, and these guys made a great run.
There you go. So again, in just like in singles, doubles is going to be all pros, I believe, in the podiums.
Hmm.
Navarro and Peyton, who are regular partners.
Yeah, no, and they you see them doing work in Hole. You see them traveling the country together, and they're making a nice little name for themselves.
Sure. All right. In second place, you had Braden Barry and Jet.
That was another last minute team.
Right.
Look at them coming together. And honestly, Braden Barrow, we all know who he is now, but Jet's been a stalwart in the state as well for a long time.
Yep.
I believe he has the third highest CPI in the state.
And Jimmy Humans and CJ Miller coming in third
I
place.
heard there were not many hat throws with that team taking
No,
third.
I don't think I
So
saw any hat
no,
throws, actually.
good for them. But also, Jimmy and CJ partnering together, that's a solid team right there. And they had a good run, but they faced some tough competition that got a tiny bit further.
And CJ, nor CJ or Tom Dickinson. I didn't see a hat throw from either one. Tom sometimes will. Well, I did see Tom throw his hat.
Did you?
Not during the match. After a match,
Okay.
he tried to put it through a wall, but those are some pretty stable walls in Woodbridge.
We love you, Tom.
And then fourth place, we had Ebino and Chris Wagner
Solid shooters,
from
man.
Connecticut. Again,
Solid shooters.
pros. So congratulations to all the doubles. Let's take a look
At the
at
bracket?
the bracket for doubles. Let me just switch over to that real quick and bring that up. Here we go. So up in the first corner here, we had Haynes and Navarro.
Look at their second game. Welcome back, Joe Cacuzo. We love that you're back, my man.
That was their first game, actually. They had a bye.
Oh, that was their first game.
But it was Joe
But
Cacuzo.
Joe and Jankowski knocked off D'Ambrosio. That's a big win right there for those gentlemen.
Yeah. So, and then on the other side of in that same quadrant, you had Dickinson and Bob Rainier beat Bracket Bob, running all the way out, and then they got beat by Haynes and
Fell
Dip.
a little short to that pro team, but Bob and Tom on any day could beat any team.
Yep. Other side of the bracket over here in the winners, you had Chris and Evan O making a run out.
And look at this. They beat 22-20 to David Phillips and Scott Stevenson. Well done. And right here, 21-18 to Michael Papagroff and Jeff Lawson.
Yeah.
So they had some tight games. They finished them, but they had some tight games. And same thing down here with CJ and Jimmy Humans.
Right.
That's a great team that they narrowly beat at Court 1.
There you go. All right. And then on another quadrant here of winners, looks like you had Viv and Frank Verona.
They had a great run. And Viv had 7 straight in the losers bracket, I believe. Maybe it was 6 straight, but she's coming to play this year. She sells bags. She has a great brand.
Yep.
But she is here to play.
And spoiler alert, she will be there at the Cat Bash.
You sure about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I heard the tent's going to be there too.
And then we also had Jet and Braden Barry, like Joe said, last minute team.
And they knocked off a Long Island team right here, Rodriguez and Beltran. They knocked off Leaper and Wilson. They knocked off Tom and David. They knocked off some stellar teams. They had a great run.
And then they wound up beating Chris and Ebino.
Yep, they got to the king seat, didn't they?
And then and they beat Peyton and Navarro to take the king seat. But Peyton and Navarro fought their way back and double dipped them.
All right, I'll give it to you right now. Peyton and Navarro double dipped Jet and Braden. Here's your 2 ice cream cones. Congratulations, guys.
There you go. All right, so
People thought I was favoring the New Jersey. I mean, I do favor New Jersey, no offense, but that was an accident.
Yep. All right, so looking at the double stats, looks like Jimmy Humans topped the charts.
Not surprised. Look, Bob Wilson coming in second.
Let's go. Yep, you had Peyton Haynes.
Levi's a hell of a shooter, man. He's patient. He takes his time. He shoots well.
Yeah. So congrats to all the stat leaders here in doubles. It was just a great event. And
There's a few teams here. Listen, John and Jeff, 6 straight in the loser bracket. These guys are brand new to the open division, tier one. They are brand new. And actually, they went and worked hard in Virginia this weekend.
right.
And I was actually texting with John about it, and they're doing great. And another team, Jay Jappersad, coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
If we're giving a comeback player of the year, it might go to this guy. Him and Atkinson, he was a Mayhem guy. They made a hell of a run, and they ended up finishing tied for fifth.
Right. Yeah, they ran all the way across
They did great.
that one corner of the bracket. I think they took 3 straight wins and winners, got knocked down to losers, and finished 5th place. So
But the next 4 teams, I mean, Jay, you can call anyone out. These teams are primed to do well.
yeah,
And we got 5 straight, 4 straight, 3 straight in the losers bracket. We all know once you lose in that winners bracket, it is a claw, it is a climb. And to come back and win 5 games in a row or 4, well done to you guys. Those are all solid teams. And I'm telling you, hear it from the commish. Trevor West is going to be a problem.
there you go. You heard it first. All right. So what do we got coming up this weekend, Joe? Tell us.
Oh, well, I'm going to get the trailer ready. We're going to get our mics ready. We're going to get ready for the Cat Bash, the second year. Doors open at 9 a.m. Please do not come in before. We want everything set up and perfect. And we're going to run rounders.
Yep.
Everyone's guaranteed 4 games. We are going to limit the rounds so we're not stuck there till 11 o'clock at night. And then we'll do those elimination brackets. Depending on the amount of teams right now, I'm thinking 3 brackets.
Mhm.
If we get more teams last minute, maybe we go to 4. And after doubles, we will then hit singles. And please tell everybody about this amazing food truck we got coming.
Oh yeah, Boss Hog Barbecue from South Plainfield. They are stellar.
They were there last year.
Yes, authentic Southern barbecue. Let's go. Good stuff. So bring some cash and be hungry because they are going to have they have the dirty baked beans.
Ooh,
They have the cornbread.
the
They
mac
have
and cheese,
the
the mashed
ribs, the mac and cheese.
potatoes.
Yeah, they don't play around. So really great food. And it's going to be some stellar action inside. We'll have the live stream set up. There'll be the cornhole scenario table, of course.
Yep, she'll be selling this year's bags. We'll be raffling bags as well. And we are going to be giving out some free tickets to our dedicated people. So you have a chance to win. Very important, bring your own chair. Also, this facility do not have a can of beer or a bottle of beer out. If you are drinking, I don't want to know about it, and it needs to be in a cup with a lid. We really appreciate you guys helping support and appreciating these venues because without them, we can't run these tournaments.
And we do have to, when people come in, they'll sign a waiver at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody must sign a waiver. I'm going to email it to all registered people on Thursday. And if you don't do it, when you walk in, they'll have a checklist. You'll have to scan a QR code and do it there. Very simple, very sweet. We look forward to it, man. We're going to be ready to bring it. I hope you guys are ready to bring it as well.
Yep. And looking forward beyond that for the rest of the ACL year.
So the following week, we're teaming up with Fun Bags in Tom's River. We're going to run 2 blind draws, but the difference is these blind draws give regional points. So it gives guys like me and you a chance to actually get some really good points
Right.
in the ACL running. So because right after the Cat Bash, I'm going to release those ACL standings at this moment, and an event like this could really help boost you. And after this, we'll see you on Saturday, December 13th at the Highline Arena or the Great American Center, which we're excited about. Please tell them about January 24th and 25th.
I mean, it's going to be off the hook, right? We're going back to Harrah's.
That big facility.
We were 2 years ago.
I could fit 50 sets of boards in there.
That was just awesome.
Oh, man, I'm excited. And then we got February and March booked. April, I am working with the facility in Woodbridge. It looks like we'll be back at the Blue Turf in April. There is an open in May. So we are thinking about possibly doing something small in May. So we try to entice everyone to go to Rhode Island for that open. And then our state championships, we are talking with 3 places right now. One in Jackson, New Jersey, one in Monroe, New Jersey, and one in Metuchen, New Jersey.
Yeah.
As soon as we book, we'll let you know.
And as always, if you have a lead on a facility,
Send it.
a place in your town, a place that you know, a place you've been to, whatever, if it's in Jersey and you want to go, just get in contact with the commish. There's his information, bottom left-hand corner. Just reach out, let him know this is the place. If you have a name, even better.
Hmm.
And we will look into it. We're always looking for good spots. So,
Absolutely. And guys, we like traveling. We like splitting it up fair. We like going north, central, south, and we look forward to bringing you guys a hell of a season. We're going to keep doing what we do. Jay's going to keep broadcasting hard, and we look forward to seeing you at the next one.
all right. Take care, everybody.
Later.
See ya.